Hello everyone, and thank you again. I welcome you to Winnie's Recipes. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for those friends that have subscribed to my channel. I thank you for the beautiful and kind comments. I hope that you guys will be able to try these recipes. They're great. Once again, thank you. And today we are making creamed mushroom and spinach penne pasta. That's what we're making today. I will show you a few of my ingredients. I have some bella mushrooms here. Do you notice something about my mushrooms? I picked them from the local grocery store, and I also go to where you can pick them from the bulk. That allows me to pick the really thick stemmed mushrooms. I'm going to show you what I mean. My mushroom stems are thick, and that always makes for a very, very thick mushroom when you cut through it. Look at that. Doesn't that look awesome? For vegetarians, you might find that with this dish. I'm going to be making mine with chicken meatballs. Now, for vegetarians, the chicken meatballs are totally optional. I'm going to be using some Greek yogurt, because remember we said it's a creamy pasta, penne pasta. I'm using some garlic. I've already got some of my garlic chopped. Onions diced. They're really simple ingredients used in this meal. I'm using, just once again, from your local store, I have me a packet of penne pasta and olive oil. I'm going to be using a combination of olive oil and some butter. So let me start by pouring this. You might say, how do I know how much I can use? Well, you can eyeball it. You can really eyeball this. And right there, I'm going to say it probably isn't more than a third cup full. And that's because I'm going to be using some butter along with it. I'm going to make sure I have my oven on. I do hope that when you make these recipes that you would have fun making them. You'll be surprised how very tasty that your meals will be, and how very simple they are too. And guess what I'll be using today? Habanero peppers. These are hot. Now I thought about, this is a nice creamy meal. It's really rich, so there's no harm in having just a little kick to it as well. And this right here is your kick. Alright, and those who like it spicy. Now that's, again, fresh spinach from your local store. I'll just wash these. I may not use the entire bag, but we'll see as time goes on. So let's go ahead, while that all is getting ready, I'm going to go ahead and cut up my peppers and garlic. I have some real large garlic here. And we're going to go ahead and dice up some garlic. I've already diced some up. And that will be ready for us to start up as soon as the oil gets a little bit of heat. I love this meal. Number one, it's simple. It's also quick. It's easy. And at the end, You know how people say it's like a party in your mouth? Yes, this is one of those meals. It's like a party in your mouth when you sit down to enjoy a bowl of this. And I do hope that, friends, you will try it out. And feel free to give me your comments when you try them out. Also, feel free if you have questions for me on some of the already videos you have seen. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I'll do my best to respond back to you. I've got my garlic already. These are some huge garlic cloves that I get from my grocery store. I haven't made this in a while, and I am really looking forward to. I'm looking forward to this. Now, I don't always make it with this habanero, but today I just felt that there's a lot of versatility when we cook. The versatility allows us to try different things. This right here is, for me, this is new. I don't always make this with the habanero, but I figured it's a rich meal. Why not? Give it a little kick. And we are about ready. So let me just add some butter to my pan. So, did you notice what happened? It was just 2/3 of a stick of butter. That's really sufficient for me. 2/3 of a stick of butter was what I just added to this. There we go. You know what? Let's go ahead and use a bigger knife. All right. Got it. Oh, you can hear that sizzle. I tell you what else I hear. I don't only hear the sizzle, I smell it. It already is smelling very good. Okay. So what am I doing? I'm just sauteing my onions and garlic. This is really just sauteing to the point where it kind of caramelizes a little bit. And once again, the sweet yellow Vidalia onions is what I prefer to use. I just love it. That's why I use it. Now, don't get me wrong. Use what works for you. If you're one of those that prefer to have a much stronger onion, the flavor from the sweet Vidalia is quite subtle, but you know it's there. Now with the purple onions, that's a free to adapt if you rather do that. Feel free to adapt. There really is no hard and fast rule to that. So we're going to just let that just for a few minutes, and then we will be right back to start adding ingredients to that.
Go.
So we see what's happening. We have caramelized onions and garlic. This is caramelized. That's when I add my little kick. And this was diced up fresh habanero. I didn't quite use a whole one. I'm not too crazy about it being very hot. So I've diced it up, and now I will throw in my mushrooms. These Bella mushrooms are totally my favorite. And I'll tell you why it's my favorite. I love other mushrooms, but among the family of mushrooms, I find the Bella mushroom, whether it be the baby Bella, the medium, or the portobello, they are very reasonably priced in your store. And you see how thick these mushrooms are. Vegetarians out there, this really is a full meal. When it is all put together, you'll understand what I mean. So we toss this, we allow it to cook for a minute. Now, I'll be right back to add my chicken meatballs, because what I want to do is to make sure this sauce builds up to where you can really see the flavor coming together, and then I want my meatballs to be a part of that flavor. I don't put my meatballs at the very end. I put it right just when it's close to getting done, just so that it can get in all the flavor. We don't want to miss that flavor. And I once again use my favorite Nature's seasoning. You don't find any MSG in this, so because of that it's low sodium. That's why I like to use it. Now you have the chicken no. I use that as well. There's little sodium on this one, so I select the low sodium one when I go to the store, and I'm going to just put in a dash of it. And with this, I'll put in a little spoonful of this. I'm still going to use some of my cayenne pepper. This is a rich meal, so I have some cayenne pepper added to that. This is ground cayenne pepper. My tropical sazon, another favorite of mine. Alright. Now this is coming together and it's already smelling great. Isn't it funny how a combination of certain selection of spices, when put together, dig in right away, even when it's not cooked, because you can tell. Alright, just gonna leave this sizzle for another minute, and I will be right back to add my chicken meatballs, which are almost ready, while I get my pot ready to boil my pasta. I told you, remember that this is a quick and easy meal. There we go. Let me get my chicken meatballs. They were just warming up in the oven. And now you can do this with pork. You can do this with beef. It really is all up to you. And as I put this together with my sauce, now this is why I saw how chunky I cut up my mushroom. That's because I said you can either alternate. If you do not eat meat, you don't need the chicken meatballs. So I had cut my mushrooms quite chunky for that reason. Now just take a look at this. Tell me what you think. All right. So we're gonna go in and put the cream. This is really creamy Greek yogurt. This is one of those meals, it's just to avoid having it to be too much, too fattening really. That's the word. That's the reason why I use the Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt. Now you can use cream, fresh whipping cream. You can use from your grocery store. This is regular, it's called the single cream is what it is. You can use that. Now if you were to use that, it will pretty much be like you're making an Alfredo. Those are very, very rich, but very, very good. And I can see that the amount that I used for this yogurt was like a cup full. We've got our pasta ready. Our sauce is already good to go. Here's the penne pasta. And we're going to be tossing this penne pasta right into the mixed sauce. Oh, look at this. And in we go. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, your spinach comes in at the very end. At the very end. And I'm going to grate in some of my Parmesan cheese. Oh, you can't miss the cheese on this one. To have some cheese on this one. I get me more Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. My grocery store. Sometimes you go, you have already pieces that have been cut. You can just grab your piece. Oh, doesn't that look just wonderful? You should actually see how this tastes. So I'm just gonna throw in my spinach. Even though this is a rich meal, you all will agree with me, it's a healthy one as well. A really healthy meal. To you to be as generous as you want to with your spinach. Agree with me when I say this is simple, quick and simple. Really neat at this time is just these veggies will mix very well so that you can actually see your pasta. That's why I said you could be as generous as you want with your spinach. And I'm just going to cover it for about a minute, really, just about a minute. And I will be right back to serve you a plate. about that? Got a beautiful looking, healthy pot of creamy pasta, and I am it even as I speak. I am not kidding. If you were here right now, you would understand. I am not kidding. My goodness. Okay. Remember, I said you have to top this up with some Parmigiani. And you are ready to chow down. From Winnie's kitchen recipes to your kitchen, here is a beautiful bowl of creamy pasta and mushroom dish. This is beautiful. I hope you enjoy. I'm going to enjoy this plate, I know. Thank you all for watching, and please try this meal and let me know what you think. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.